Alright everybody, welcome back to a quick patch notes video. We got 14.5 today, Odin Tempers. And okay, let's just dive straight into it. Starting off, we got the Orst 3. Okay. A mace of entwined alloys flowing gracefully into jagged steel. Oh, we have a new weapon. Okay, cool. That is awesome. This is my first time reading this, just so you guys know. So that way don't be like surprised when I'm shocked at things. An armament in the midst of Ode's refinement process, in search of the most brutal designs, countless revisions are measured against one another in battle. Every variant of the Orst offers different from the last. This disparate bludgeons forged in search of uniform truth. Okay, so we have a new weapon. I guess here it is in the photos. It's like a big blunt mace. That's awesome. I like that. I'm excited to get her in, get in the game and mess around with that. Gear and loot rework. Equipment UI is getting changed. Oh yes, I heard rumors about this. Okay, so okay. Oh, okay. So envoys can now preview these new details by inspecting your gear. Forged, when the weapon was created or found. Origin signifies the make of the weapon, such as Odin or Fakin origins. Track weapon XP more accurately with a progression bubble reflecting the current XP of a selected weapon. And then the UI display for weapon details has been completely updated. Okay, awesome. Oh, we got like an Elden Ring stat board now. Hold on a second. This is cool. Okay, so Forged is right here. Oh, so this is like when you got it. That's super sweet. Origin is right here. There you go, Odin. Nice. Track web weapon XP. That's right here, this little bubble. I'm assuming it'll fill up, and then as you get levels, that's super nice. And then the UI, yeah, it looks like an Elden Ring stat board now. That's super sweet. As a preview, the Orst 3 will be bearing the following new stats. Craftwork determines the quality of a weapon, which dictates how many tempers the weapon can potentially have. Ooh. And tempers are unique modifiers granting augmented properties to the weapon. So do we have that on here? I don't see it. Maybe they don't have a photo for it, but alright, cool. Virtue liths. Okay. With an ancient triquerda, rebalance the pantheon of virtues within. Envoys can now once again fine-tune the balance between grace, spirit, and courage to best suit all playstyles. Virtue prisms have been removed and replaced with virtue liths. Okay. Virtue liths are a new consumable that allows envoys to manually reshape a loadout's virtue alignment by using a slider, giving you finer control over your courage, spirit, and grace. So this just allows you to... So our prisms are gone. Now you can spend a consumable to rebalance where you want your attunements. Return to the Virtue tab in the arsenal and select Balance, in which you need a Virtue Lith to select. To begin selecting your new Virtue ratio, once your fine-tuning is complete, select Confirm to set your decision in stone, or press Revert to return to your previous ratio. This does not seem like a good change. Because what if you're a new player and you just accidentally screw it up? Like the prisms you could swap out whenever. Oh boy. Okay. Acquiring virtue liths. Complete this stuff. You get virtue liths. Additionally, completing Omen Beast and Ancestor Fables will reward a new virtue lith upon completion. More opportunities to acquire virtue liths will drop locations, will become available or vary in future updates. All envoys will automatically receive 5 virtue liths plus 3 additional virtue liths for each previously owned virtue prism, excluding starting virtue prisms. Hold up to 50. There's a cap on it too. Actually, you wouldn't never need 50 if you're just cycling it. Like, you're not going to need that much, but that's a little bit shocking. Okay, Founders Bundles. If Envoy, so I own this. This applies to me and anyone else who's bought the Founders Bundle. Envoys acquiring a Founders Bundle will receive 3 Virtue Liths per Wild Bundle, so up to 9 total for the Paragon Founders. If you're already a Founder, your current Wild Virtue Prisms have been converted into 9 Virtue Liths. Okay. I don't know how I feel about this. This seems like it could be a big problem, because like the system. What? Imagine if you're a new player, right? In my mind, you're just starting the game, and then you go and walk up, and you're like, I want more grace because I picked the archer class thing. And you're like, I'm gonna reset this and slide this down so that way it's better. You might screw yourself until like way later on in the game, until you can get these new things. You might really screw up. Oh man. Alright, hopefully there's a tutorial explaining how that works in the game. Inventory capacity rework. Ooh, this seems interesting. To support our upcoming loot and weapon rework, weapon capacity and packed capacity have been retired and replaced with one universal storage capacity system. Armor is now included as part of the Envoy's storage capacity. Talismans are not included. Storage capacity currently applies to packs, weapons, and armors excluding talismans. Interesting. A new storage capacity bundle can now be purchased from Zenith's Wares for 150 arcs, increasing your total storage capacity by 50. All accounts now begin with a base storage capacity of 50. So there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 armor slots, 2 sidearms, and then talismans don't count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then packs 7. So a full loadout is going to cost you 7 storage slots and you have 50? Interesting. Okay. Capacity conversion. To account for weapon and capacity being combined, Envoys will now automatically receive storage capacity bundles and incitements of 50 based on their previously owned weapon and packed capacity. All currently owned equipment, including armor, has also been granted matching storage capacities for existing items remain covered. So I guess everything you already have just gets added to your capacity. That's cool. That's nice. Previously refunded weapon and packed capacity has been refunded. Cool. You just get refunds. Envoys will not be charged any excess arcs if the cost of an added storage capacity bundle exceeds the refund amount. Interesting. Alright, new world encounters and POIs. Betwixt falling from the skies and wandering of ghosts and gods. Alka's denizens have much to uncover in the verdant greens of Midrath. World trees offer glimpses into Envoys beyond, a Midrath not of your own. Interesting. Don your rags and don your armor in reservoir abundant. Envoys can now swim in Midrath waters. Whoa, swimming update. That's huge, actually. Holy smokes. Imagine it, bro, if we start getting underwater levels. That might upset the community, though. Nobody likes underwater levels. That'd be so funny. Oh my goodness. Okay, awesome. Pact changes. Oh, Ode Tempest. Nice. Okay, so Sizemore now deals more damage. Takes to Agari, Vagdar, Bannerets, and Calistinians. Okay, so I guess they were not taking enough damage, but at reduced rate to compared to normal enemies. Sizemore can now move those same characters. Ooh, okay. Astrosphere's voltaic stability debuff can now be applied against Agari, Vagdar, Bannerets, and Calist. I can't pronounce that. I don't know what that is. Those guys. Cool. Very, very nice. The atmosphere can now withstand more attacks from these guys. So these, I'm assuming, these are the tanky guys. I don't know the enemies by name, by heart yet. But I'm assuming these are the tanky guys, and this was just underperforming. So that's super nice. Dulio, Bravada's slow effectiveness has been reduced against these guys. That's a interesting change. Okay. And then just changes overall. Runes can now be activated with a dedicated binding on mouse and keyboard. Okay. New and varied exaggerated enemy death animations have been added. That's cool. That way they don't just like fade out of existence now. That's super sweet. Rebalance the drop rate of weapons from the Vagdar Stag. Oh yeah, because if you farm him, his drop chance was kind of high for one of the weapons. Let's see. Slightly increase the chance. Yep, and slightly reduce the chance. So it was a little bit too high. So that's good. That's a good change. Equipment that can be earned can now be sold from the inventory screen. Cool. Added crosshair size and opacity options. Whoa. Okay. Map markers have been updated. Added a HUD prompt whenever the Envoy has an upgrade. That's super nice. Increase the stagger damage dealt by thrown melee weapons. Reduce the chance of Ode soldiers throwing grenades. I didn't even know they could do that, so that's pretty cool, actually. Envoys are now immune to damage while pulling the Vala from the sand to begin a duel. Nice. Nimrod's voltaic slam circle telegraph now expands outwards instead of shrinking inwards. That is so helpful. I'm gonna be real, when I fought Nimrod for the first time, I was so confused how I kept getting hit by his lightning. I didn't know where it was hitting. Incredible change. That'll be very, very good for new players when they fight him for the first time. And then added VFX when activating Whirlwind. Nice. And then a bunch of fixes. None of these important. Doesn't look like it. Alright, awesome. Let's see, what do people think? Lady Lilum, consumable virtue returning. Oh dear lord, that sounds atrociously annoying. I hope I'm misunderstanding this change. I agree. I don't know how I feel about this, about the change. I hope... I don't know. I hope it's explained well enough. My biggest fear would be like a new player starts the game and then they just kind of use it because they just swap their pact all of a sudden. They're like, oh, I'm swapping from Siren to Garen Rude. All of a sudden, then they redo their virtue and then it just screws everything over. That'd be very, very sucky. I like the system more. I think it gives more It gives more of a precise, like you can see the numbers here, it goes up by ones. So like it gives a more precise opportunity to be sliding things up and down and like actually min-max builds, but I don't think it should be consumable. I think there should be, maybe there should be like, I don't know how you balance it. Consumable's good, I guess. As long as the resource is not hard to obtain, then consumable's fine. It's kind of like Forma in Warframe. So as long as it's not like super overdone, I think this is a good change. But we'll have to see. We'll see. What else do people say about these patch notes? Yeah, that makes sense. Virtue being consumable seems like it could be really bad. Really got to make it obvious that they are retained within loadouts so you don't have envoys using them needlessly. I already have loadouts for the various equipment types, so it works out fine, but often change my things up quickly. Yeah, let's... I mean, hopefully it's good. Hopefully the devs are able to balance this or explain this well, because some stuff in this game can be confusing for new players for sure, so I hope that this is balanced well. You know what, here, let's just jump in game. Let's jump in game and check it out real quick. Hold up. Okay, look, wait, there's patch notes when you log in. Okay, huge. Let's see here. The Ors 3, the new weapon, Virtue Liths, okay. Yeah, you can swim now, that's huge. Okay, so all the same things. And then new death ones. What intrigues you, what makes you sneeze. With love, DE. Thank you, DE. Cool, alright. Let's go check this out. I do not know what Q&A is happening, but that's pretty cool. Let's see. Virtues. Okay, so you don't, yeah, so you don't click on this for prisms anymore, but you can slide this. Interesting. Okay. Let's do it for fun. Let's do one. Oh, you can revert it too. Okay, so if I wanted to min-max for a 16-1, I forget what I was at before. I'll just press revert. But you can min-max something now for a prism. Yeah, this could be a good change. I think overall this could be very beneficial for the game and for the community. But I just hope it's balanced well and explained properly to the new people who are starting this game, because this could be very confusing. Okay, cool. Revert. Nice. With that being said, that's it for the patch notes. I'm pretty sure I didn't see anything that was Easter eggs or anything new. Thanks for watching. And stay tuned. I'm going to make a Garen Rude build guide next. I'm doing that next for all the new players. So if you want to see that, then, subscribe. And with that being said, peace.